Hey everyone, I am a Reborn doll artist and I'm about to put together one of my custom orders. This is Tia. I have already glued the magnet in her head so that she will take a magnetic pacifier. And now it's time to assemble her kit. So there are a couple things you're going to need. First, you're going to need her body. Now, some kits come with a body. You need to read the description when purchasing supplies, and other kits do not. Hers did come with the body, so this is what the cloth body looks like. It already comes with the zip ties threaded through the head, arms, and legs. And now what I'm going to do is I need to have glass beads, and I need a stocking to hold those glass beads, and I'm also going to need some fluff. I like to just call it fluff. Some fluff, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to make each baggie that you're gonna need to add to the body, and you're also gonna need one small one to put inside the head because the head is hollow. All right, so the easiest way to do that is to just get a cup. I use stockings. Some people use socks. I use stockings, and the glass beads that I use, they're not super tiny. Right? You can get them smaller than this. So you put the sock or stocking over a cup and you're going to fill it up to the weight. So I have a 1/3 cup measurement, and my body is typically a cup. So I'll do 3 scoops of those, and it looks about like that. And I typically, for a small baby, I will use 1, and for a larger baby, I might use 2 or even 3 for the body. It really just depends on how heavy you want to make the doll. All right, so you're gonna tie that off, and then you're gonna cut this. I'll come back once I have the rest of the glass bead baggies. All right, so I have my glass bead bags to fill the body with. I typically put 1 in the bottom and then 1 near the chest, right? So 2 almost equal in size. Then you're gonna want a smaller one that goes inside the head. It needs to be much smaller because you don't want the head to be too heavy. The next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna have to fill the limbs with glass beads, all right? So it's hollow, okay? You're gonna fill the glass beads typically to the knee and the elbow of the arm, all right? So I'll show you what that looks like. It is a bit messy, especially if the opening isn't very large. So you just wanna kind of pour some of those glass beads in there. And you also wanna give it a good shake so that it goes all the way to the bottom. And you can look and see about where it's at. So it needs just a little bit. All right, so I've got the glass beads to about the knee. It can go a little past, that's fine. It's really up to your preference. So you don't want these falling out. There are plugs that you can buy. I typically just stuff it with this polyester fiber fill, and you wanna stuff it so that when you shake it, the glass beads don't come out. And it can take quite a bit of fluff. I will show you what that looks like when I'm done, okay? All right, so I've got this one filled up with the fluff. Now you're gonna give it a shake test, all right? You wanna make sure none of those glass beads come out, right? Okay, once you do that, you need to do the rest of the limbs, and then you will weight the head, okay? Okay, all the limbs have been weighted and are ready to go. The next thing that we need to do is we need to put the glass bead bag into the head. Now, depending on the size of the flange, it might be difficult for you to get the glass bead bag in there. You're just gonna have to keep shimmying it until you get it, all right? After you get the glass bead bag in, you're gonna wanna figure out where you want the weight to fall. Now, she is asleep, and so I always put the weight in the back of the head because she is in a sleep kit and would need that support. Once you get the weight where you want it, you need to go ahead and stuff the head with this fluff. And you want to stuff it so that the glass beads stay where you have them, all right? Now you want to be careful about overstuffing the head because it can expand the face. All right, you want it just enough so that the glass beads stay in place, but not so much that it's expanded the face. Once you get the head, arms, and legs weighted, now it's time to build your body. Okay, so go back to our cloth body. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the heaviest of our glass bead bags and we're gonna put that in the bottom, all right? So after you put that in the bottom, right, you're going to create your little bottom with fluff, okay? I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Now we have a little baby bottom and the glass beads are still there. Now at this point, I like to put the legs in so that I can keep building the body and the fluff isn't going to leave the cloth body. So I'll go ahead and do that. You're just going to line them up with the flange and then secure the zip tie that's already in the body. Now we have our legs, all right? They may not be secured all the way, but just enough so that I can keep building the body. All right, what we're gonna do is we're going to stuff the rest of the body up to about where this ruching is, and then we're gonna add another glass bead bag and stuff it all around that, okay? Now, my customer has asked that I make this baby extra floppy, okay? So in order to do that, I'm gonna keep the weight closer to the bottom of the chest, and this is just gonna be fluff at the top. You can decide how firm or floppy you want your doll to be by adding more fluff. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've secured the arms, and this baby is going to be so floppy. Let me add just a little bit more fluff just so it doesn't look collapsed, but it's still floppy. I will attach the head and I will show you what that looks like. All right, and there we are, and she is so floppy. I think she's perfect. All I gotta do is secure the zip ties, make sure they're extra secure, and then you're going to go ahead and trim them and dress the baby.